powerhouse photographers here.
Wow.
Yeah. the duo, the dynamic duo, I guess. John Harrelson, Nigel Kinrade. You guys are in town, obviously, for the Charlotte races.
Yeah, we tried to win $1 million last night, but we didn't.
And no one won, huh?
Nope.
No one in your group.
Well, let's just backtrack a little bit. We have won every race this year, cup race.
Oh, that's good.
And
That's
last night we came up short.
Those are good odds.
Our clients did.
Yes.
Do you guys get pumped when like your client wins and stuff? I mean, you got to go to victory lane no matter what, right?
It's the norm.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we shoot for Monster and Xfinity, are two of our major
so you
clients.
always win.
Yeah, we always win.
Yeah, we have this other client called Sunoco, and they supply the fuel out there. So
they also win.
Yeah.
You win
Yeah.
every week.
You know, Richard Petty's been to 200, maybe more than that, victory lanes. We've been to a lot.
That's funny. I didn't think about that.
We sometimes do 3 a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The clean sweep. You guys should just have a broom every week.
Yeah. So, no, it's good.
I still get pumped when our guys win, like
Yeah.
when our helmet goes. We don't make it go any faster, just like you, but it's cool to be a part of it, you know.
You see the excitement in those crew guys when,
Yeah.
they've never been to victory lane before, and it's big.
How was it shooting Ross Chastain in Kansas? Because that was pretty high level emotion.
Well, I was at the front of the truck for the reaction when he climbs out, and in my images, you can barely make him out in the confetti. Because the confetti came from behind me.
That's what
and
I've heard.
boom, yeah,
That's
so,
what I heard.
But the confetti was a good choice of color because it was white and light blue, like a baby blue. So it kind of blended in with the truck and his uniform and stuff like that. So
it's nice pictures.
there was a couple of frames in there.
Yeah.
The rest of it was just confetti.
You ever get mad at the confetti cannon guy? Like, go talk to him and, dude, you're ruining my shot. Like,
They do it once a year or twice a year. It falls on it's.
so it's the track that does
Yeah.
it. It's not like they have a hired gun
Yeah.
to do it every week.
Some tracks do. Some hire Jay Howard to do it.
Oh,
Or
okay.
that group.
I gotcha.
Confetti has its pros and cons. If it's not confetti, there may be nothing, just the driver raising his arms.
Yeah, that's boring.
Or you might have the team there throwing beer and Gatorade and stuff, and if you're crouched down by the front of the winning vehicle, you get a shower.
Yeah.
That stuff doesn't adhere well. Well, it adheres pretty good to electronics. It's hard to get off.
Of
So
yourself?
yeah, well, off the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a mess on the cameras.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's part of the job.
Lazy enough. Well, on this podcast, we try to, I don't know, we try not to copy Jeff Gluck on how he got here. I listened to yours this morning, but I don't really know a whole lot about John and how he got here. Just at lunch today, so
I-77.
we'll start with him. Just how was it today? Is it usually it's pretty like.
It
backed
was
up.
jammed up round by Huntersville, Gibbs there.
The
Then
lake.
Then the lake, yeah. Well, the
Mhm.
lake looked busier than what the
People-
interstate was
Yeah.
going over it.
People
yeah,
like
so.
to slow down and I guess imagine themselves on the lake, so you get like a big backup there for no reason.
Yeah,
It's crappy.
it's like looking at the people on their boats.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
just thinking of themselves out there, whether they're
Yeah.
going to work or whatever they're doing on a Sunday afternoon. So
Is that why they drive their boats over that part of the lake?
I think so.
Look,
yeah, they
look at my boat.
They go over there and just
Okay.
show off on the,
Yeah.
the people on the interstate.
There's a
back
couple
there.
like look like they have off-access paid jobs on
They
them, didn't
did,
they? Yeah,
yeah.
they were pretty jazzy.
I'd be fine with painting a boat.
Take a
That'd be a
while.
lot of sanding though.
That's a big booth.
Yeah, I don't have a paint booth that big.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, you were telling me how you kind of got started. So go ahead and I don't know, tell a little bit of that story.
Well,
It's pretty cool.
When I was in high school, I was shooting out at Southside Speedway in Richmond. It's
Yeah.
the local short track. And working at a camera shop. And one day a gentleman came in, got talking. He's like, you need to come shoot a race for me. And it happened to be Kenneth Campbell from then Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway. So I started shooting the track stuff out there in '84 and done every race since.
And you said that guy just came in randomly, like
Yep.
no idea how he found you, like just working at a camera shop.
Yep.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy. And then you've been to races out there before, like.
Oh yeah. I've been at Richmond. I've been to every race since '68 with my dad.
Holy smokes! So you've
So,
seen about everyone go through Victory Lane.
yeah.
Yeah, and the rise and kind of fall of NASCAR as well.
Yeah. A lot of changes out there at that track.
Yeah, I bet, right?
From people sitting in the trees on the backstretch watching to
And now it's completely changed. They redid
oh, yeah,
everything again.
completely. Yeah.
It's nice. Was it done last time you guys were there?
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
all-
they're all done.
I didn't get to go to Richmond the first Richmond yet race. So,
They finished the infield, so that's pretty cool for the fans.
so I saw when they redid Richmond last year, when they started this big project, they actually dedicated this photo room, and it's got your name up there.
It does.
So you're a pretty big deal up in Richmond. If anyone goes there and goes to the infield, you'll see John's name above the photo room. So, do you order people around in there now? Did they give you like a podium to stand on every time you go there?
All those people around everywhere, not just in that room.
I pull my chair out and stand up on it sometime, but no, they don't listen.
They
to
didn't give
me.
you like a throne there or anything, like the head table. They just put your name up there.
No, they stuck me in a corner.
Oh, that's super nice of them, I
He
guess.
stands on the chair to get to the sign to wipe it.
Wipe it down. Twice a year at Richmond, he's
Yeah.
up there just polishing the sign. So,
Yeah.
and you said your daughter might be taking the name off, the first name, right?
Yeah, she wants to take the first name off, so it's just the Harrelson photo.
I met her last week, and I had never met her before. So is she shooting with you guys, or what is she?
She is starting to shoot with us. Back when she was in high school, she shot a lot, not racing, but other stuff. Probably for the last 5 years, she's been doing editing for us, where we do the track photography, and wanting to get more into shooting. So she finally has, kind of stepped up. She, wanted to go to Martinsville this year, and then wanted to come down here, where she just pays her own way and gets out there and does it to show us what she can do and prove herself to us. Because, as I told her, this is a business, and just because you're my daughter doesn't mean you've got a free place.
Hey,
So
that's the way to do it. You
got
gotta
to
earn it.
your spot in.
Right?
So, and she, last night, I will say she stepped up with some of the stuff she had to do. We got a little busy on the grid, kind of, just went ahead and threw her in the frying pan. She came out. did it.
Charlotte's the best place for that because it's just non-stop people everywhere.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's the craziest pit road all year, I think. But I think it's crazier than Daytona 500.
Friends and family.
I guess.
Everybody wants to
There's
come.
so many people out there.
Yep. See their loved ones at work and stuff like that. And
Yeah. So that's cool, man. That's awesome that he's just following the footsteps. And most kids aren't like that. They don't want like me. I didn't want anything to do with my parents' business. I just said, I'm going to North Carolina. I'm going to paint helmets. So, yeah, it's got to be a cool feeling when you're, working alongside your kids.
It is.
So,
Yeah,
any future plans? She's going to travel with you full time?
I hope not.
No one wants this life, this circus life.
It's a tough business. It's getting tougher.
It's very tough, yeah. So I tell people that all the time because they know it's a traveling circus. They know the drivers and the pit crews, they all travel, but there's so many more people involved in this deal. It's officials, obviously photographers like you guys, catering people. There's so many more people that have to travel with this circus, and I don't think people understand that it's a lot of time away from your family. It's a lot of time away from the deal. And we were kind of talking about this at lunch, just logistics and hotels, and you didn't sign up for all that, right?
no, signed up. I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
Take pictures of race cars going fast and all that sort of stuff. And it's the glamour world of racing and stuff like that. And then you got to put when you got 4 or 5 people on the road each week, or maybe even more than that. Some weekends. Some weekends we'll have a crew at a cup race. We'll have a crew at a truck race, a crew at an Xfinity race, also maybe possibly a K&N East race as well. So logistically, having hotels and travel and rental cars and flights.
And then you get into the weekends where, Xfinity's in Iowa and everything's in Pocono, and you got
exactly
teams going out all over the place. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Are you the guy that handles all that? You got somebody or what?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Everybody
a
else,
headache.
we coordinate our travel all together.
Yeah.
Everybody. We'll send our itineraries around. It's like, hey, these prices are good at the moment to go to Richmond or to go to
So everybody kinda
Chicago or
helps out.
something. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, This one's easy because we all drive to. We're in Charlotte.
That's true.
So, yeah, John comes from Richmond, Rusty's from Augusta, I'm up from Atlanta, and Matt's down from Greensboro. So we're all close.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a
4 hours at the most.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
What
So-
about when you go to Florida or Miami. I know you rent some houses.
Yeah,
Some drug lord houses
we
down
did.
there. Yeah.
Yes, it's called the Miami Vice House.
This house
And
is
it's nothing to
huge.
do with us. It's the former owners or whatever, or it's the style. It's that 80s kind of style and, you know, Tubbs and
Is there
Crockett.
any good parties that go on down there, or what? You guys just boring, go to bed after you get home to the
Yes,
No, that
that's
doesn't
us.
happen, right?
You might crack open a Bud Light or something like that, or some
How
IPA
disappointing.
or something like that, and a bag of nachos or a bag of chips or something like that. But that's about it.
The
you
house
know?
is huge, though. You show me a picture every time you go down there. I'm like, I
Yeah.
gotta go over there.
Yeah,
Just hang out on the beach.
it's a long way down though.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, and it's 30 miles an hour, isn't it? All the way down
Yes,
towards. It's
it
by
is.
the lighthouse.
Oh, wait, in Miami, right?
No, Ponce Inlet in Daytona.
Oh, Daytona. Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew it was
yeah.
one of those Florida tracks.
Yeah, so it's all the way down there, and you can walk on the beach, you can drive on the beach right there, but you know, when you turn off from Dunlawton and head south, it's 6 miles down there, and it's 30 mile an hour, and it takes you about 20 minutes,
20
30
minutes,
minutes to
yeah.
get down there.
That's
it's
not
like,
terrible.
that's all right.
But still, it's
Yeah.
worth it once you get to that
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about your background, I guess. You're obviously not American, right?
Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? Yeah, well, I originated from a small island in the Irish Sea between Ireland and the UK. It's called the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
And
They have a race there, correct?
yeah, they have like motorcycles there, and these just crazy mofos on super bikes and stuff like that with slick tires and 37 and 3/4 miles around streets and through villages and dodging walls and lampposts and hedges and
The Isle of Man
curbs.
race is the
you know,
craziest
curbs.
thing
Yeah,
I've ever seen in my life.
absolutely. I grew up with that.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into photography, motorsports. So I used to shoot it, think nothing of it. This is the norm.
Yeah.
People come here and they, unfortunately, some of them go home in body bags and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
each
some of them
year.
don't make home.
No, it's dangerous and stuff like that. But to me, it was the norm. It's like, oh, this is great. This is just normal.
Yeah.
And then 91, I moved to the U.S. with my wife, Nicola, because she was educated in Georgia at Georgia State. So we moved to there. So I started shooting some NASCAR races. And it's like, okay, NASCAR's cool and everything like that. And it was getting bigger and stuff. And a few years later, well, we went back to the Isle of Man for like the 2007 TT, which was like the 100th anniversary of it. It started in 1907. So we went back there with the kids and the family and everything. Now, it'd probably been good 10 years, 12 years since I'd been to the TT. And in that time, I'd been absorbed constantly in NASCAR and stuff. So NASCAR is like, oh yeah, this is what we do. I go back to the TT. It's like, wow, this is insane.
It's crazy.
I used to think this was normal. This is just, it's like death wish. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You see those. It's unreal.
I'm gonna make it over there one time.
It's unreal. I know. Jeff Gordon wants to go. He
Yeah.
told me I've got to get over there. I've got to get over there. And
Ask
watch
him if
that
he's got
stuff.
an extra seat on the plane. I could just
Yeah, there
ride
you
over
go.
there with him.
Hey,
We've-
John Edwards, can you hook Greg up with
Yeah.
when they go over there?
I'm sure it's no big deal.
And I can come as well. You need a guide.
Yeah, you
So-
obviously need
so-
a guide. Yeah,
so-
place is big.
But yeah, it's just crazy. So, with being in the Isle of Man and stuff, and with the TT and stuff, I wanted to spread my wings a bit further. So, I'd go over to Europe and stuff like that and do some World Superbike racing, MotoGP. Well, it wasn't MotoGP back in the day. It was like Grand Prix motorcycle racing.
Yeah.
We used to have so many classes. I think they have 3 classes now.
Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So back in the 80s, they'd run 80cc, 125cc, 250s, 350s, 500s, and sidecars. So you'd go to
sidecars.
Yeah. So you'd go and get 6 races, Grand Prix races in one day. Now they do 3. There's like Moto 2, 1, and MotoGP or something,
Yeah.
like, or 3 or whatever, isn't it?
It's
So-
pretty condensed. Yeah.
Yeah. But back then there would be 40 riders in each race.
Oh wow. It's full
So
fields.
yeah, all and half of them would be on factory bikes and stuff. So it was a lot different then to what it is now. So
Plenty of pictures to sell. Right?
yeah, it was good. It was.
So when you came over here to start working for NASCAR, who kind of got you in, or how did you?
Well, I used to work for a couple of agencies back in the UK
Okay.
selling stuff, and when I moved over here, I said, "Hey, I'm going over there. Do you have any interest in picking up any stock from over there and stuff?" I said, "Yeah, they got this NASCAR thing. people asking for, and they got IndyCar and some IMSA stuff. So yeah, they said we don't have anybody over there shooting that stuff, so start shooting some of that stuff. So I did, and just being based in Atlanta, the NASCAR tracks were just so much more closer.
Yeah.
Back then, there was a lot more of them in the southeast back then, because we'd run at Rockingham twice a year, North Wilkesboro twice a year. So there was a lot more. Darlington was twice a year back then.
Yeah.
So it was a lot easier to go to
You
the
wanna go all the way-
southeast.
all the
Yeah,
way to
from
California
Atlanta.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Well,
Sonoma is probably the farthest out there, right?
yeah, because we didn't have Fontana.
Yeah.
We didn't have Chicago. We weren't at Indianapolis at the time. There was no Kansas City. There was a lot of these tracks that didn't exist back then.
Right over here on the East Coast. Pretty
Yeah,
easy.
so everything was so it was drivable. So
Yeah.
started in that, and here I am, 29 years later.
Almost 30. We're almost the golden year, huh?
Ooh, yeah.
Dang.
I moved September 91 to the States.
Are you gonna do anything special for the 30th? I feel like you should have like some gold-plated cameras or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe she has something spray painted.
Yeah. Oh, we could do that.
Commemorative
yeah.
T-shirts.
Yeah, we could do
I got-
commemorative T-shirts.
So, yeah, this is my 29th year, so next year will be my 30th year, so do we have to put T-shirts together and stuff like
I think
that?
so. I think it's
Yeah.
demanded. Yeah.
I'll give
So-
them that.
Yeah.
So, I don't do a retirement tour. Not yet, right?
No, not yet. No,
No,
not
so
even, not even close.
So when I do the retirement tour, we go
Not-
around to the tracks and they all give me gifts, right?
a bunch of junk.
Like Rusty
yeah.
Wallace and Mark Martin and everybody, they all got their gifts and stuff. And
Somebody got a goat, right? They give Dale Jr. a goat or something.
they
had
gave
a-
them 2 little horses. Was it 2 little horses
That
in
was
Texas?
Jeff.
That's
That was
Jeff.
Jeff, okay. Yeah.
They gave Dale Jr. like that stuffed goat at like Texas or something. Remember that?
Greatest of all time.
They did.
Yeah.
That had the 3 on it.
Yes, it had 3 on the goat, and the goat died, so they like taxidermied it.
Yeah.
And they
That's
gave it
probably a better gift.
Yeah, I don't know how you get that home though. Put it on the race hauler home, I guess.
Hauler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champion
guess.
wheels.
Oh, yeah, I
Champion boys will
guess.
take it. Bubble wrap it, and
Take about anything on that, right?
I hope they didn't lose it on the way.
I don't think he wanted it, so they probably did lose
They
it.
probably did lose it on the way.
Yeah, I don't
It's-
know where it's at now.
It's in their warehouse.
Probably.
Probably. It's like the wooden horse of Troy or something, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there with that.
Yeah. It's got all little action figures inside it.
With the art. Yeah.
Hi, folks. Mike Bagley here. At MRN, we rely on equipment from Racing Electronics.
Joey Logano to the lead on the back straightaway.
Racing Electronics' scanners and headphones, we can listen to every uncensored conversation between driver and crew.
You won the championship, baby, yeah!
And when we need live audio, in-car cameras, and up-to-the-second statistics, we use their latest handheld unit called Legend. To learn more about these products and many others, visit racingelectronics.com. Racing Electronics, the official two-way communication partner of MRN.
Check out MRN.com for a new podcast series called The Tough Trucks of NASCAR. 25 years and still trucking. We'll take you back to some great races
Benson to the bottom of the racetrack. This is the race for the lead and the win at Michigan.
and some wild moments.
One truck is in the air. Matt Crafton upside down.
And we'll let you hear the stories behind them.
He was too bullheaded to let me pass him, and I was too bullheaded to let him have it.
Download the show for free on iTunes and at MRN.com.
When you start photography, everybody thinks they're great, and they don't look at the backgrounds. They don't look at the floor. They don't see the depth in it, I guess. And there's a couple of you guys you can just look at your pictures and know that's not just taught. Like it's just
You're seeing the good ones.
it's just
We only
such-
post the good ones.
It's just such talent, of how you guys come and have a full picture, because you gotta kind of have an eye for it to even see it. Some people just, when they're scrolling through their Instagram, they're oh, that looks cool, but to really slow down and appreciate, it's the same thing with the helmets. I feel like everybody thinks helmets are great. You're like, oh, that artist is not that great, because you're not slowing down and really appreciating the full thing.
Everything looks sharp on Instagram.
I guess,
Yes.
yeah.
And it doesn't have to be sharp on Instagram
because
to
you're
be look.
flying
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On Instagod.
the thumbs are flying. So
Nigel and I have the conversation all the time about, let's just say, the newer photographers or the younger photographers.
Mm-hmm.
With digital, the need to have the basic photography rules doesn't really apply.
yeah,
out the window, yeah.
new mentality is, oh, I can fix it in Photoshop.
yeah, that's very true.
But you really can't.
Yeah.
You've got to have the fundamentals. And like we were talking about my daughter, one thing that we've been very strict on her is she shoots manual everything she does. And I mean, she is being checked by me and Nigel on her backgrounds, on her foregrounds, on her cropping,
Yeah.
because it's just you've got to have that background to be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I'm 56 years old. I've been doing this for like 30 odd years. I create an image in the camera with my eye and my finger and the lens and camera combination. I create the image in there. Nowadays, and I'm not bashing anybody, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people nowadays create half an image in the camera and they fulfill the rest of the creation in post. Or a lot of them will make an image in post.
Just
You know,
completely out of nothing.
yeah, but on a computer, and it's like that's not, that's the way they are.
Yeah.
I wasn't brought up that way,
Yeah.
so I'm old school, I guess.
I feel like we're the same way here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I could just make a sticker, throw it on there, but we don't.
No.
We do. It's the art and the
Satisfaction.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I could get things done a lot quicker, but I just don't feel like I need to. So
Well, that's why you're you.
that's
Why you're off Faxes.
That's why
no,
I'm,
seriously.
That's why I'm here on Sunday working, right?
Yeah. Well,
That's
exactly.
That's it. That's why you're busy.
Yeah.
People do recognize what you do.
Yeah.
So it's good.
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
it keeps going.
And I think people recognize that with us.
Yeah.
People keep coming back to us. We got a, stellar client list.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know.
bad after almost 30 years. I feel
Yeah.
like pretty respected in the garage and
Right.
know just about everybody. So
Yeah. So
well, that's cool. I guess future plans for this deal. Keep on digging as hard as you can, or what are you?
yeah, we're gonna make it one day.
You're gonna keep traveling.
We're gonna be there.
You're just gonna get
We're
your
gonna get to
team
the
and
top step.
start sitting at home in Georgia a
Yeah.
little more, or what?
Yeah, we took a major step back last night. We didn't win the race. We've won 12 of the Cup races this year, I think, including the Clash.
Yeah.
Jimmy got the Clash for us. NKP,
Who all do you shoot for? Hendrick and
Hendrick Gibbs,
Yeah.
Penske, LFR, Levine Family Racing, JTG in the Cup side. Occasionally we do some stuff for Rick Ware Racing, Lisa Ware over there. That's the Cup side. On the Xfinity side, Gibbs obviously. Who else do we do on
Penske.
Penske's over there. In the trucks, we do all the KBM stuff.
Yeah.
We do the
They're a
David
pretty good
Gilliland
team.
racing stuff over there in the trucks. We do some ARCA stuff for DGR. We do the K&N East Series for DGR. We do the K&N East Series for NASCAR. Back up to the Cup Series, we do the stuff for Sunoco. We do the stuff for Monster. Xfinity, we do Xfinity stuff. The only one we don't do with entitlement sponsor is, I guess, K&N and Gander for
They
the
got
truck series.
different
But
stuff.
yeah, so we do that. I'm sure there's some we're missing. We do the Alpine Stars stuff. Trying to think what else we do.
everything.
We do the track photography for Richmond International, for
Obviously, yeah.
Darlington, Dover,
Bristol.
Yep.
Oh, it's plenty.
Yeah.
And you got how many guys working for you?
At any one time, when we're doing a track deal at like Bristol or Richmond, for
We got-
example, we've probably got 9 or 10 bodies on the ground, haven't we?
It's more like 14.
Yeah. So well, there you go. Yeah. So,
He just pushes buttons, man. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
look at pictures.
Is there any race weekends that are better than others? Like, what do you look forward to? I guess you've seen it all and done it all.
Day races.
Day races.
Yeah,
So you
day
get home
day
early?
races. No, the end of speed weeks in Daytona is always kind of a relief. The end of Sunday and Homestead,
Yeah.
also, that's a big relief, because, it's done.
Yeah. Until next week when you start doing photo shoots. For
No,
Exactly.
yeah,
studio
we
shoots.
switch gears from
Yeah.
traveling all over the place to traveling to Charlotte every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because our second home is Concord or wherever it is up here doing studio shoots, whether we're at Mooresville or down at Joey's place or
I
whatever.
was gonna say I don't think a lot of people know you guys. Not only shoot at the track, you come back here to these studios here, and they hire you out to do all the hero cards and all the
Paint schemes,
Whatever,
it's,
yeah.
all point of purchase stuff, marketing stuff, everything like that, website stuff. Yeah, we're changing our paint scheme slightly this year. Let's do a photo shoot. Boom.
Great.
Yep. So.
And all that stuff starts super early. Like we were just talking, we started painting helmets in October last year, before the season was even over for the next year, and that you guys are
Yeah,
same
I think
thing.
we did one for Hertz and William Byron, and it was last October.
Yeah.
It was the Tuesday, Wednesday after the Talladega race.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the Thursday I was flying on vacation with my wife to Milan, Italy for like 2 weeks. So that was a crazy week. That was.
I'm good with it though. I'd rather get them done and out of the way, because I don't know, how is it with you guys on things that are just last minute for Daytona?
For last minute for Daytona is fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind it when it's in the January, February, but when it's in the race season like that one, we flew back from Talladega on Monday. I landed, had to go load up all the studio gear and turn around and drive to Charlotte.
Yeah, it's not like you just grab your camera and come
Right.
here.
Yeah, we were Monday night. We were in Charlotte, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm in Atlanta 4 hours
Right.
away. John's 5 hours away in Richmond. So yeah, it's
It's a lot of stuff to grab.
yeah,
Right.
we
So
kind of
then-
make it work. Yeah,
You know, so we shoot here for 2 days and pack up,
yeah.
drive back, drop that gear off, go home, wash clothes, repack, and off Thursday
off
to
to
wherever
the next
that
track.
next race was.
Yeah,
And you guys are there for the full race weekend usually too, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Because
that's rough.
triple headers, or even quadruple headers now with an ARCA or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, trucks, Xfinity. Next year, Pocono. That's going to be interesting.
That is the double header, right?
Yeah,
Friday and Saturday, or
Yeah.
Sunday,
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday race. Something
everything's there.
like that. Yeah.
Trucks as well, and ARCA, and
I'm trying to convince him to double our staff and split the weekend up.
You should. Yeah.
yeah.
Do that.
Do they still race at Pocono? I haven't been for like 2 or 3 years.
You will next year.
I've heard, that's the like
Oh.
the one place I haven't been to. There's a couple tracks on there, and Pocono is one I haven't been to, and I really am not sure if I want to go there. You know? Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not a big Pocono fan. I
You
guess.
should-
I
you
think
should
you missed the
experience
bus.
it.
Yeah.
I think you missed the bus. I don't think they race there anymore.
No, I don't think they do.
I
either.
don't think they do.
We'll
I've
get
certainly
you
not
and
been.
we get you and Nigel there next year.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
30th year anniversary.
Okay.
We could do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Golden.
Won't be my 30th anniversary at Pocono though.
No.
No. It'll be my 6th. I don't know.
Haven't been there that much.
Pocono's an interesting track though. It is. The tricky triangle.
I've heard
It
it's a
is.
triangle and there's no
It
turn
is.
4. That's what I've heard.
You know, I've heard stories that it used to be a farm, like a cabbage farm or something. I've heard stories.
think
I don't
so.
know. I
I've
don't
heard
know.
there's nothing out there.
Yeah, I don't know whether
that's,
there's.
true.
Yeah, if Pocono used to be a cabbage farm. If there's only somebody here to Google that, I don't know. It's, you know,
Fact checker.
our producer Jason over here. You know,
Yeah.
yes.
We're doing this on a Sunday, so I don't have all my normal guys. We've had to incorporate others in the shop to fact check for us.
So nobody's going to phone in with any bizarre questions,
No one's
off the wall
phone in at all
questions.
today.
Okay.
Phone's off the hook.
I had my answers ready. You know,
You did.
I did.
You got any good stories from you guys traveling? I told you to get some stories
Wow,
together.
where do we start? You know, I think names have to be changed to protect the
That's
the
you can
guilty.
do that.
Definitely.
To protect the guilty, right? Yeah, no.
I'll let you into some good stories. You got any?
I can't think of any good ones off the top of my head yet.
You guys travel together for 30-some weekends a year. You don't have
Yeah.
any good stories to tell?
Well, we got to keep this clean, but no, I'm trying to think some of the bizarre things we did. You know, there's always something strange, isn't there? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
No one's been struck by lightning. Nothing's
You know,
happened good.
like one of us leaving our cell phones in the locker and leaving
Oh,
at the
who
track, or
doesn't
leaving
do
our
that?
camera,
Come on.
or having like Charlotte, we have lockers, so we put our camera gear in.
Yeah.
So and we leave our cameras here between the 2 weekends in the locker.
Yeah.
And then somebody will come up and say, "Oh yeah, we're meant to be shooting on Monday. There's a golf tournament and stuff." It's like, oh, holy shit.
I
Our cameras are at the track. You know, that happens and stuff like that. You know, it's just bizarre stuff.
small things.
What other off the wall stuff happens?
Well, I mean, I could always tell the story of Matt in Indianapolis.
Oh, you said his name already.
oh yeah, yeah.
So we have this one guy that works with us, Matt. We were in Indianapolis, and him and I are rooming together. I guess it was about 11 o'clock. Matt had been down at the bar, forgotten his key. So he went up to the desk and got a key. Went to the room. A few minutes later, I get a phone call. Hey, what room are we in? Say 312. He goes, So he comes in and he's bright red. I'm just, you okay? He goes, dude, I went to the wrong room. So he went to the desk, told him he was in 212.
Yeah.
So he goes in the room, goes over, goes, huh, John must be in my bed. Let me get in the other one. He went over to the other bed. There's somebody there. And about that time, they woke up. And he realized he's in the wrong room. And he said, I'm Matt, and I'm in the wrong room. And he took off running.
I'm shocked the front desk would give him a key.
And they did.
If his name's not on it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he went down to the lady at the front desk. He goes, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But you're in bigger trouble because you gave me the key to the wrong room without seeing my ID.
That'd be bad.
You hear it every week.
Just want to thank the whole team and all our guys back in Denver. Everybody supports this team.
They're the unsung heroes of NASCAR, and their life is the pits. This is Rocco Williams, and for 10 years, I've jacked up some of the biggest names in auto racing, and now I'm jacked to bring it all down to street level and acquaint you with the guys behind the wall and back at the shop. Join me on MRN Crew Call, presented by Money Lion, every Wednesday on MRN.com, iTunes, or wherever podcasts are found.
Looking towards the weekend? Aren't Thursdays a drag? Ours too. Get your weekly dose of nitro-fueled NHRA talk every Thursday on The Straight Line, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. This is Ralph Shaheen. Join Doug Herbert and myself as we talk with the biggest names, both past and present, to ever stomp down on the loud pedal. Top Fuel, Funny Car, Pro Stock, motorcycles, you name it, we talk about it. Don't miss The Straight Line, Thursdays on MRN.com, iTunes, or wherever your favorite podcasts are heard.
So can you guys tell if it's like a good race or not, or are you just kind of shooting whatever? Like, I mean, is
Are
it?
we talking about rules packages now?
No. We don't have to talk about that because I don't ever want to get
A
that.
good race for us is one that's quick.
One's quick. Less cautions, the better, huh?
Quick, not too hot, less cautions. No, I like a good race with a lot of action. Like Kansas last week, towards the end of the race, that was good.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah, the packs and stuff like that. You know, that All-Star race last night, that first sort of stage was a bit like processional.
Yeah.
But then it got a lot better afterwards. You know, the open races were excellent. Those finishes.
I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, they're working hard to make it better.
Yeah.
They are. There's a lot of work going into trying to make it better and stuff, you know, and I don't know what the deal is, you know. Are the races too long? I don't know. I don't think the races distances haven't really changed much. It's people's attention span.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Electronics and stuff, you know, you don't see so many people in the stands anymore. TV has made it so much better.
Yeah. It's so much easier to watch.
Their show is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can sit at home and watch it, you know?
Yeah, why would I want to go sit in 100-degree weather when I can watch a way better coverage at my house?
You can take much more information in at home than you can being there, you know? It's, you know...
You get lost. Unless you're wearing like a headset and listen to MRN or something, it's very easy to get lost.
And it's not just NASCAR. It's baseball, football, hockey, whatever. You see so much in a broadcast now with replays and stuff that you don't see at the arena.
Yeah.
A lot of the arenas, they don't show you replays or whatever now, you know. And you go to a baseball game, you don't see the guy jumping and catching it, saving a homer.
Yeah.
You don't. At some of the baseball games I go to, they don't show it. But at home, they show it and show it and show it and show it, you know. So, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, you know.
Yeah. It's going to change somehow.
Yeah, the racing's been good, I think, this year.
It's been way better.
You know,
I
truck
agree
racing's
with
phenomenal. The truck's happy.
I think truck races are good. I think Xfinity has the best racing right now, though.
Yeah.
Between the four guys, Custer, Reddick, Allgaier, who else? Come on, Chris Bell, obviously.
Yeah,
Chris Bell.
and you know, and you've got Ryan Sieg there having a career year.
Yeah.
You know, pushing
It's
hard
good
and stuff
racing,
like that.
man.
You know.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, is there any like specific places you guys stand during the races, or are you just kind of all over? What is like what's a weekend like? Real quick before
we divvy up everywhere. You know, we have one of our guys, Rusty. He likes to be on pit road with his people, as he calls them.
Yeah.
You know, so he likes to do his pit road stuff. We rotate out, shooting outside. Some tracks you can shoot outside, some you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, Talladega, Daytona, high speeds there. They won't allow you to stand outside by the wheel fence.
I don't want to stand by the fence.
Nah, yeah, you know.
Seen so many cars go through the fence.
Yeah, you remember Kyle Larson a few years ago?
I
on that?
did.
Yeah. Xfinity Nationwide race. But yeah, so we divvy up and stuff. Some tracks, like last night I was up on the roof for everything and it's a good track to be up on the roof at.
Yeah.
John was outside the wheel fence, a couple of guys on the inside, so and Kristen I think was on the inside, so we had 3 on the inside, so we divvy it up. But the All-Star race is kind of bizarre because you got this one race going on with the victory lane kind of sort of celebration, and then as we shoot for Monster, you got all the Monster stuff going on, the displays and the pre-race shows and stuff, and you're trying to move
and
images and stuff like that.
Yeah, very fast.
It flies by. Yeah,
that was pretty funny last night. They thought Clint Boyer was accusing Ryan Newman of going a lap down, and I was like, "There's not enough time to go a lap down. There's 12 laps here."
Yeah, it's the All-Star race is the All-Star race rules, and I don't know whether sometimes some people get confused with the All-Star rules and being like a regular weekend rule because of whatever, but I can't keep up with the rules.
Yeah, did you get any pictures of the fights or anything?
No, because we're all taking care of the huge crowd when Kyle Larson got out of the car last night.
True.
The crowd, the cheers and everything, and then we realized that the cheers weren't all
for Kyle.
Yeah.
I think there was some sort of pugilistic event going on pit road there. I think a lefty was going at somebody strapped in a car.
Is there a time?
Hey, but that's good though. You like that stuff.
I loved it. It's what we.
It's emotion.
I wish driver intros and the end of the race was like that every week because I think we'd get way more viewers.
Yeah.
Driver interest is crazy there. I love it.
Last night that made SportsCenter's top 10.
Yeah.
It's got to, right?
We need it every week.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't. Or at least every other week, something.
Yeah.
Hockey has it. Why can't we?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Is
there a point in the weekend ever, I mean, it obviously never gets old or you guys wouldn't be doing this, where you just look at the back screen of your camera and you're like, yes, I got that shot. Like that perfect shot, or is it always just...
It happens occasionally.
Yeah. Like how often does it happen, I guess?
I don't know. If I'm looking at the back of my camera, I'm not taking pictures.
That's true, too, yeah. Or after the race.
Yeah,
if you're editing through and you find something that you caught and you're like, yes, that's like... Because I don't do it with every helmet, but there's a couple where I look at it, I'm like, this is... I put everything I got into this, and it's almost perfect.
Yeah. You can't... You can predict what you... To a certain extent, what you're painting.
Yeah.
Right. We can't predict what we're painting with pixels because it's just something spontaneous that happens in front of you. Whether it's Harvick going upside down along the front stretch at Talladega or Harvick's car covered in sparks at Turn 4 at Daytona. You don't know. 5 seconds earlier, you didn't know that was going to happen.
No, that's true too.
You know, you can come in the morning and you can start feeling, oh, this is going to be a good one. You know, you can start putting colors and stuff, painting, and it's like,
you don't get that.
And then that just inspires you to go on. Ours is spontaneous. It's like, oh, wow. Or you'll get a random guy running out at Daytona with a jack to a truck on his own, and boom, the truck hits him, and it's like, bum, 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 bum. Jason kills it. It's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
But you have that instinct that you're something, you can follow something,
Oh, that would be the worst, I feel like, 'cause you're always just on the seat.
When something happens and you miss it, boy.
Worst feeling ever.
That's
I'm
a
useless.
lot worse than
crap.
getting a good one.
I've lost it. I'm no good at this. I got to go and find a real job. I'm done. Done.
Or have you ever done it? You caught something and you look at it and it's blurry or out of focus. That's got to be rough, too.
That's hard to swallow.
You're only as good as your last picture, your last image.
Yeah.
You are. We move on. It happens so frequently. So we have 3 or 4 days that we don't do anything. Then we're back at the track. So you can't rest on your laurels from the All-Star race.
You're telling me you don't do anything for 3 or 4 days in between?
He does
nothing. No.
He goes home and
I know better.
Yeah.
No, pressing the button. Pressing the button and creating those images in the camera combination with your finger in your eye. You're only as good as the last ones you did. So, but you can't dwell on what you just did. We're coming up and we got shot lists coming in from clients and stuff like that. So we go Friday, we're there doing it again, or Thursday this week.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 creating more images.
Our new company motto is keep hustling until your competition asks you for work.
That should be on the 30th anniversary shirts on the back.
Keep clicking.
Keep clicking.
Yeah.
Right? So real quick, and we're completely out of time because I don't have my producer here to yell at me to tell me we're out of time. So.
We got 24 hours left on this thing.
Yeah, we
on
got
this SD card.
plenty on this SD card.
Yeah. And now for 5 hours of snoring with Nigel and John.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to title it.
Welcome to an evening of snoring.
You know what's the best is when people say, "Yeah, I listen to your podcast. I listen to it when I go to bed. It puts me to sleep." I'm like, "Oh, I'm glad that I'm that boring that I put you to sleep."
So they never finish it.
Never finish. I don't know if they do or not.
Darn you, listeners!
I'm sure 3 people listen to it.
Right.
One's my mom. So.
So we got to the stage where we start doing our rude limericks.
Yeah, if you got it.
Oh, well, I'll keep them awake. I'll keep them awake, won't I?
Whatever you want to do to get us some listeners, yeah. No, for like the younger kids, like your daughter and stuff. Like, what would you say? To do it right and to learn your craft, I guess.
Find something else to do.
Stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
Anything with racing is find something else to do. Yeah.
So my daughters have been a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a camera. They go out there, Talladega and stuff. Because my oldest is at University of Alabama. Roll Tide, roll.
Oh gosh.
There we go. Come on, Roll Tide.
This is where we stop.
Crimson Tide. So
this is where we cut the podcast.
So she stayed in school. So
that's good.
Yeah. So
what is she gonna do? Photography when she gets out, or what?
She just graduated a couple of weeks ago in a psychological neuroscience. I can't even spell it. I can't spell it.
So she's gonna diagnose you, is what she's gonna do.
Yeah. Well,
well, there you go.
Hey, she could come to the racetrack, but now she's going to stay on another 5 years and do a master's and a doctorate and stuff. So
that's good though.
Yeah, but I can't even spell those 2 words.
Oh no,
I managed. I've been rehearsing those 2 words in my brain, and I got it out.
That's good.
So
psychological.
I think it was last year. My wife took my youngest daughter to Richmond because she'd never been to a race.
Yep.
She's 11.
You've been to all these races, and you've never taken your 11-year-old down. Yeah, I guess
I'm working every weekend.
I guess that's the office. Yeah.
So we took her to Richmond to the Xfinity race. It's when they were running the qualifying races.
Yep.
To get in.
The heat races.
Yes, the heat races.
The boring heat races.
So Hattie's in the stands with my wife, and first heat race runs. She's like, "Mom, that was great. Can we go now?" So during the actual feature, my wife sends me a text of Hattie laying on the bench reading her iPad. So I know she's going to go a different direction.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so they do come to the racetrack occasionally. It's not like we work at the slaughterhouse, is it?
Right.
Yeah. Take
Sometimes
the kids to work.
families are there.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Richmond, obviously, probably.
Yeah, I think they've been to Atlanta once. Usually my kids go to Talladega or something like that.
Yeah. No, that's not too far.
Now,
I guess so, huh?
Now, when I got married, my wife stopped us in the middle of our first dance and said, "This means I never have to go to another racetrack, right?" So the only part about the sport she loves is the paychecks.
I bet. So. Yeah, that's same with my girlfriend now. So,
what was that first dance? Was it NASCAR related?
No,
it wasn't.
It wasn't the Days of Thunder theme song or something.
No, okay.
Easy enough.
Highway to the Danger Zone or something?
Yeah, I think that's what most NASCAR weddings have. Yeah.
I Can't Drive 55.
It's a soundtrack for
Sammy
all
Hagar.
NASCAR weddings.
Yeah.
Well, cool. It's very inspiring to see you guys still love racing and still going out there and doing what you love.
We inspire you
every day. Every time I see you at the track.
Man,
you need to raise your expectations.
Heck, we might even get a free T-shirt out of this.
You better. After I've been promising one for a full 2 years, you're here now.
Oh, we've got witnesses now, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Good luck with your studio shoots, your golf tournaments, whatever else.
Yeah, we got to go get the jet skis out now because we're going on Lake Norman, you know. So yeah, we had these people kitted all along, right?
Yeah. Well, good luck at their track. Stay safe, I guess, and everyone go check out your stuff. What's your social media, real quick?
At Nigel Kinrade.
At Harrelson Photo.
That's easy enough. So yeah, check him out. It's the coolest photos. John takes a photo of him with his camera every week. It's my favorite photo of looking back at I don't even watch the race highlights. I just look at where John was standing and his cool pictures every week.
Yeah, Instagram. Followers. Come on.
Yeah,
followers. We need followers. Yeah. I think I've got 1,900 followers. I look at some people's Instagrams and they're like 28,000 followers, and I'm going, what am I doing wrong? I'm posting.
Instagram's on a downhill right now. That's why.
Is that right?
They want you to pay for your viewers, and that's
yes,
really
I've noticed that. Some people are turning out a lot of cash.
We don't pay for ours, and our analytics are about cut in half or where it was last year. So it's not just you, but go follow both these guys. They do some killer work in the track.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks.